Hello, hello. Chinatown International District, the CID,
is one of Seattle's last remaining cultural gems.
And holds so much more than what meets the eye.
Diverse businesses and members who deeply care about and help create the neighborhood's unique past, present, and future.
The CID's rich legacy bursts with potential and continues to fight to exist as a healthy community with cultural dignity.
We welcome you to look through a different mirror. Community building and resilience in Seattle's Chinatown International District.
Well, my father started this restaurant in 1974. He had another restaurant. The original Cow Cow was down in downtown Seattle. That one opened in, I believe, 1958. You know, back then we used to either have to go to California or up to Vancouver to get really good barbecues. So he and his brother decided, oh, let's open a barbecue restaurant here.
The Cow Cow is basically a Hawaiian name, and this Cow Cow means good food, and or to eat. So if you go to Hawaii, you always see a lot of Cow Cow, and sometimes you're wondering, how we got our name. But Cow Cow is the name comes from my father-in-law. So Lynn is fifth generation of Hawaiian. Her grandfather, great-great-grandfather.
Great-grandfathers worked in the sugarcane field.
Sugarcane field, yeah. So that's how they got the name. My father-in-law got the name of at the time when he started the restaurant. So he said, that's is their roots. So they said Cow Cow, and it sounds good. In Chinese is Chow Chow, so that means good food. So it kind of have a good ring to it. So that's how the name come about, Cow Cow. Restaurant was in my blood because my family also owned a restaurant a long time ago, and so originally I'm from Vietnam, and from elementary school I met Lynn. We got married, and when my father-in-law Wei Ing decided to retire, and so I kind of switched profession, and instead of engineering, I come to manage a restaurant.
I think he really originally wanted my brother and I to take over, but my brother, after working here for years, said, no, restaurant business is not for me. I want weekends off, I want vacations and all that, so maybe I'm the dumb one, but I was like, okay. I didn't want to see my dad's baby, die or be sold, so this one's like, hey, why not?
And my father-in-law was pretty tough on me. He was he was really tough on me.
He was pretty tough. He probably finally said, okay, you guys are doing okay after what, 5 years?
Yeah, about 5 years, yeah. It was pretty tough. Yeah. He sit here and analyze everything, and he just said, you guys not doing this right. You guys are not gonna make it. Yeah. So he criticized every little detail. Every little detail. The table was not clean. Treat people wasn't, the people the worker need to do this and do this. You need to be on the boss side. You need to be on the customer side. And so it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough on me.
Yeah, it was tough on me.
Yeah, it was really tough on me. So
that was great with me.
Yeah. One thing we're very proud of is all the workers that work for us. Every single one of their kids is all graduated from college. So that's something that we are very proud of. And doing well, doing better than us. So they have a lot easier life for them. and didn't have to work in the restaurant business anymore. And we have people work for us for over 40 years, 60 years. So that's a long time. We still have, Uncle Bob, I call Uncle Bob, he still works for us, and he's 93 this year. I instill the hard work in them, that if they see us work like 10 hours, 12 hours, to start the business at the time, and their grandfather worked 17 hours a day, 16 hours a day, and hopefully they will learn something from that. Hopefully they will feel, if they could do it, we could do it.
Really heartwarming to see the new generation come in. They always tell us their family history coming here. A lot of people still remember when I was a little girl, watching me grow up, watching me date this guy, getting pregnant and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool to see now, our customers also watching them grow up.
As a community, I think our restaurant is very diversified. We see a lot of different type of people that came through here, and which is exactly what we want to do. So everybody have a chance to know what Cao Cao is all about, and everybody deserves to have good barbecue items. Our ducks, our barbecue pork, our roast pork is one of the, I don't always say, I'm the best, but I think the customer always tell us, you guys are the best. For whatever culture it is, Vietnamese, Chinese, Filipino, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's if you have a common goal like food, we're in the restaurant business, so I can only talk about food. But I think food is one of the things that bring everything's family together. The Chinese always have a tradition, right? Chinese New Year, Thanksgiving in America, that's something everybody come back together on the family table and talk about what they did the year before and share about their joy, sadness, happiness, whatever that might be. But the family is very important, and it starts with a house, first start in the home, start with the food, culture. That's important. So, at the beginning of time, I think my father-in-law just kind of say, hey, can you cook the turkey for us for Thanksgiving? And he said, sure, we'll do our best. And now, and then that's becoming a tradition. And so now every year that Thanksgiving, we cook about 70 to 120 turkey the last couple of years. And it's overwhelmed, for the people to work. We cook all day, all night just to get the turkey to people to have a good Thanksgiving dinner. But when the customer pick up our turkey, they're so happy. They share with the family. It's a tradition of the American tradition, but in a Chinese twist.
One of the main reasons I stay in the community in Chinatown in this location, because everyone is always calling it, or every time they come in, oh, why don't you open a branch up north, down south, in the east side? And we're just like, no, we're here. We're gonna always be here. I think it's because my father loved this community. He really did. He invested in this community. He's been here for years. He's one of the first to renovate one of the older buildings in this area. He really devoted his life to this community, and I think because of that, I just want to stay here to keep his memory alive.
For me, I think it's important to have a community like this in any part of the world, not only in Seattle, but Los Angeles, New York, whatever. And I think every culture is different, and I think it's important to have a root to look back on. So I think this community will survive, and I hope the next generation of Asian, not only Chinese, it could be Filipino, it could be Japanese, it could be whatever, just bring back, not just take everything from the community, but bring back something to the community. Volunteers, whatever like you guys are doing right now, making this document, I think is extremely important to keep this going, because sometimes we forget where we come from.
During this pandemic, and we had to close down, and then there were, fears of writing and groups came in and put up panels for us and painted murals. I thought that was so cool to see people volunteering and helping us and keeping us safe. I thought that was really a nice and cool thing.
Nowadays, the world is totally different. I mean, it's so much hate, not enough passion, not enough love. And for the next generation, for my kids, for your kids, always need to know that, you know, this is the root, and you could always come back. This is home. And I think that's the most important message that I could send out to the community for now.